Welcome to the Christopher Nolan series. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a series that I've always wanted to do. I actually even started it when I was a young movie reviewer talking about movies. I even started doing it. I saw, of course, this film. I actually spoke about this one before. I spoke about it, but it was a different style, different everything. So I just want to talk about it with more knowledge and this is a film. Of course, this was the second picture from the double feature I did yesterday. So I did a little Hayao Miyazaki, and then of course started the Christopher Nolan series. So yeah. Anyways, the movie that we're talking about is Following. Following is a crime mystery thriller, and it's about a man who's a writer who follows people who has interests towards the way of people's lives. So he follows them in a way where he's just there staring at people, not doing anything, just staring and just following people's lives. But he meets this little burglar thief who takes him under his wing. And the film's runtime is 69 minutes. It's a short film. It's a little shorter than most films I've been seeing. It's the rating is R in black and white. So this film was shot in black and white. And the film is, of course, written and directed by the young Christopher Nolan in his first feature film. And I gotta say, I thought this film was great. Again, I'm a huge fan. I think lately I've just been a massive fan of movies that are made for cheap to still have that just really good quality to it. And I think this is the best. This is truly the best of the indie cheap movies that you expect. This is really good for what it is. For what it is, it's a damn great movie. It's as good as you would expect from, let's say, an El Mariachi budget. And this is another one. This film is really good, and it's of course made from what I consider my favorite director working today. You can see the talent of this man, even when it was just his first feature film with made for little money. You can still tell this man you can tell this is a young up-and-coming director that has a lot to say, and this film is made really well. The performances, again, these are actors that are not known for shit. They might have acted once, and that's it. There's an actor here that only acted in one movie, and it was this one, and that was pretty much his career. He's now, I think, an archaeologist or some shit. But yeah, I thought the performances for these unknown actors are pretty solid for what we got. And of course, the main character is this guy who follows people. He follows people, but he doesn't do shit creepy. But he meets this burglar who gets him in his thief, who's like teaches him the ways of the crime and stealing shit. But things get a little crazy. And the main character was interesting. It was a good character, a very well written character. That, again, for the actor that we got, it was not the best. But it was good for what it is, and I thought the main guy did good. I think my favorite actor in this film has to be the guy Cobb, who's this guy, his burglar, who's very mysterious. You don't know what this man's up to. You don't know what he's into these days. But he's a burglar, and he catches him in. He's like, hey, let me teach you the ways. But things are a little mysterious with this man, and we get to see it. And I thought the character was really interesting, very well written. And I find it funny that the character of the guy, of course, the character's name is Cobb, is of course the same name for the guy that Leonardo plays in Inception. So I found that a little interesting. I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, I thought the guy was really good. He was interesting. I thought the guy acted the way this character would have been. And I thought it was interesting. And you also got the girl, who's this Playboy girl. She's good looking Playboy woman that catches the eyes of the man, the protagonist. And yeah, she was good. She was good for what it was, the romance and all, which wasn't the most interesting part of the film. It's more of the mysterious aspects of it that works the most. But I thought the girl was fine. And you also got the detective, the guy who you see a scene with him and then another scene by the end. And he's just there. I don't want to explain more of it because I feel like it's interesting to watch. But yeah, all the performances for what it was good. The direction, though, by Nolan is good. This is a really well-directed film. It's a very well-directed movie. It shows what Nolan's into. It shows the non-linear storylines of what Nolan's good at. So you get a little hint of it. And you can tell this man, now you know this man makes one of the best non-linear movies you can expect. But it's fun. I loved it. And the writing, though, it's so good. The dialogue is really good. The story is really interesting about this guy who's a creep, pretty much. But he's not doing anything, but you kind of suspect things are going to go wrong. You kind of just follow people and that's it. Like, things are going to hit you something bad is gonna happen, and it kind of does, and it's good. I thought the dialogue is good, the chemistry all around. I thought the two guys worked well together. They like, of course, the older, he's not old, but he's the mentor who teaches them the ways. But you don't. It's kind of like Training Day in a way, where it's like he's an interesting character, but there's something dark within this man, and I like the chemistry. The music, of course, the guy who composed I think 3 of Nolan movies. Of course, the next one, and I think another one. The score for this film is good. I like the score. It's very ominous, very dark, and I liked it. I liked the score for the film, and the cinematography. It's a well shot film, and of course, it was shot by Nolan himself. He shot the film, and the cinematography is really good for a low budget movie. I thought the man did a damn good job with it, and I thought the film was shot well. And all around, a great first feature film by Nolan. This is definitely, I'd say, I guess, his weakest in a way. This is his weakest when it comes to just the budget and everything that comes with it, because it's his first feature film. But I don't know, I have a knock when it comes to just low budget first debut movies of guys who are going to become stars in a way. And that's what I love about this film. I thought it was really good because of just what Nolan worked with. And if you're an inspiring filmmaker, this is a film you should watch. Absolutely. If you love films and you want to start making it, you should watch Following, because this is a perfect film for what it is. And it's damn near perfect because it's Nolan was a master filmmaker. We know who he is now, with a budget of $5,000 something to make something interesting. And of course the movie's not the best looking shit ever, but it's still, for what it is, I don't know, I just loved it. I thought it was great. And you could tell there's going to be hints of like movies like Memento. That's going to be you could tell there's little hints of things where it's like, okay, Following is, you could tell that like he knows what he's doing, but Memento, the movie that we're going to talk about, is when he knows his shit. This is when he's like, all right, figured it out type of thing. But I really thought this film was really good. So for that, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 stars. I thought this film was great. It's great. It's really interesting. The ending, too. I mean, that ending shot was definitely one of my favorite parts of the movie, where it's like, whoa. That was so cool. I thought that was really interesting. I love that, like, final closing shot. That was so good. But yeah, for the letter for the movie, I'm going to give it C for creep, because this fucking guy's creepy, man. He's a weirdo, fucking stalking people and shit. It was like, okay, man, you're kind of a creep here. But yeah, anyways, those are my thoughts for Following, and welcome to the Christopher Nolan movies. I can't wait to talk about these movies. You don't understand how excited I am, because fuck, this is my favorite filmmaker. He made my favorite movie ever, so I'm excited to talk about his movies. So those are my thoughts.